Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Edge of Eternities Draft here on the channel. Our rare Astral Reclaimer is just a great card. For 5 mana, you get a 5/4 flyer. That's already good. And when it enters, you can return a non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less. So basically a spacecraft, a enchantment, an artifact, things like that. From your graveyard to the battlefield where X the amount of mana spent to cast it, and it even has warp. So lots of value, really strong card, one of the best reasons to get into a white deck when white is a bit of an underpowered color. And the benefit of starting with a card like this is it means that if white is open, which it often is, you can start snapping up the cards right away instead of waiting for an obvious signal to get in. Other than that, Honored Knight Captain, pretty good. There's a vehicle, there's a equipment that can be a creature at 5 mana, so that's a really good one to have when you have this guy. I like the Mechan Assembler as well, but the rare is obviously very powerful and worth taking. Pick 2. One of my favorite archetypes is actually green-white, because green has some really strong cards, and then white is often open to pair with it. And Diadrine is a really strong card. It can be like a 4-mana 4/5. And if you have counters on other creatures, you can remove them to make creatures and draw cards, which is really strong. There's also Ulfate Stalker, which is a powerful mono-white card and leaves me more flexible. And then there is Memenon, which I don't think is great outside of like blue-red artifacts or blue-black artifacts. Dubious Delicacy is also a really strong card, definitely the strongest card that's not touching white. I think it's mainly the choice between Ulfate Stalker and the Diadrine. I think Diadrine's better than Ulfate Stalker by a pretty wide margin, and green-white's a deck that I don't mind drafting. Okay, getting a little bit potentially rewarded here. We could just take Halia here and just go all in on green-white. There is also Plasma Bolt, Territorial Bruntar, and Terra Pact Intimidator. I just don't love red-white as an archetype. I much rather play green-white, and it's kind of an interesting experiment to just kind of go all in pretty early on the archetype. You can see how it works when you have Diadrine and Halia, a really strong rare. Let's go for it. Okay, Delicacy, we could splash it. Green is very good at splashing. This card works really well with Asteli Reclaimer. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, that seems reasonable. There's also Germinating Worm and Focus Fire if I wanted to stay more focused. Mouth of the Storm is also quite strong. Potential splash. White or... Would I rather splash a Mouth of the Storm is the question. I think I'd rather splash the Delicacy. It's such a good card with the Reclaimer. And then I will just take the 2-drop. I've been pretty happy with the 2-drop. Not this one in particular, but I've been finding it hard to get 2-drops sometimes. Cryo Shatter is definitely better. White honestly might not be that open in this draft. It's an interesting experiment. Ooh, perfect. I like getting the Weft Blade Enhancer when I have a Halia and also when I have a Diadrine. I haven't actually gotten to play with this card. I do like Germinating Worm a fair amount as well. It might just be better than Weft Blade, but I think getting one Weft Blade is going to be fine. I don't mind Emergency Eject. It's a reasonable removal spell if you have to use one in a pinch. And Faller's Faithful is okay. Black is looking more open. Blue's a little open. Late Dual Sun Adepts. I think Dockworker Drone is really good. I like it a lot. Intrepid Tenderfoot's also really good, but Dual Sun Adepts is fantastic. Wears counters really well. And now we will take the 2-drop over the Weft Blade. 2-drops, as I've established, are really difficult to get sometimes. We have a couple, but getting to like the 6 2-drops you need for an aggressive deck is tough. And we really want to have curve if we have Weft Blades. Perfect. We get Dockworker Drone, another 2-drop. The curve is really coming together. I like Night Luminary a lot. It's not necessarily the best card in green-white, but it is still a good card. We could have been a blue-white deck, I guess. If we just taken like the, if we hadn't taken the Diadrine into Halia. I guess Dual Sun Adept plays well with the token making. This plays well with none of my cards right now in terms of the returning part. So we'll try to look for stuff that it could work with. Because it is a very strong card. Definitely works well with spacecrafts. If you can get them into the graveyard. We could still be white-black as well, I guess. That would have been one of the benefits of not taking the Diadrine. We'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, we'll take the Skittermaw. There's no way we're going into blue here, I don't think. Last pick, Zealot. Where's counters decently? Okay, there's an Imago. Really far from doing that. Blue-green land. Honored Knight Captain's tempting. We don't have any equipments, but we could get one easily. I think we'll just take Banishing Light, though. Get a kill spell. I don't mind that. Getting 2-drops is good, but I already have a couple. One of them might wheel. Like, the Knight Captain's going to get taken, and then I might wheel the Starfighter Pilot. This card's really good. Love me a Lash Whip Predator. I feel like this card just always costs 4 mana in the games I've played it, pretty much. This card's not great. Tenderfoot's not great. Eject is fine, but nothing crazy. But love this. I think it's the best card in the pack. And I'll take another one pretty happily. Okay. Green-white back on the menu. Zealot, not the greatest card. I'd rather not play this one, but it wears counters decently because of the Vigilance. It plays offense and defense. Banishing Light or Atmospheric Greenhouse? Honestly, Greenhouse has not been that impressive to me, but this would be the deck for it. Lots of creatures. I think I just need the interaction, though, and then I play around with like random expensive cards later. I love Ice Cave Crasher. This thing just hits like a truck. Also, Weft Blade, Night Luminary, Harmonious Grove Strider. Let's just take the Crasher, honestly. I think this card's fantastic. Just hits like a truck. I'm always happy to have it. I don't think I need to prioritize the Luminaries that highly. Okay, now we get a 2-drop. Exosuit Savior plays well with none of my cards. Yeah. This card plays really well with Weft Blade Enhancer because it gives you 2 targets to use it on turn 3. Torpedo plays okay with the Reclaimer. We'll just take the 2-drop though. We have a couple token makers to go with this, but I don't think we really want this. We could take Grove Strider, it's just pretty big, or we could just take Tenderfoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just keep taking 2-drops. I think that's going to be a good place for us to be. Close Encounter or Biosynthetic Burst? I think we'd rather have Burst, honestly. We're trying to be an aggressive deck. Close Encounter works better if you have like big creatures, and a lot of our creatures are kind of smallish. Let's just get the combat trick. We wield Honored Knight Captain. Yeah, we'll take another one. Now that I have a few of them, it's getting more and more appealing. Intrepid Tenderfoot number 2 or Radiant Strike. Just get a Radiant Strike, get some more removal. I do like the Intrepid Tenderfoot, though. Gonna cut the Zealot. With 2 Knight Captains, Exosuit Savior's a bit of a combo with the captain. You get it back. Play it again. Get another 1/1. Last pick, Grove Strider. Okay. I still don't think I'm a Close Encounter deck, honestly. I think I'm more of a Weft Blade Enhancer deck. Kind of wild. Maybe I should just take this. I can get Weft Blade Enhancer on the wheel. Nobody else wants it. I love Dawnstrike Vanguard. I don't really have good ways to get it. My creature's tapped other than attacking, but love that card in this deck. Dockworker might wheel. Honor is perfect. Biosynthetic Burst is good. EU Social Engineering would also probably be solid. I just have very solid cards in this deck. None of my cards are bad, which is great. Radiant Strike might be my worst card. Harmonious Grove Strider's not the best. My Reclaimer is not looking great here in terms of other than being a giant flyer. I like Honor a lot, though. It's kind of good against my deck, but not great. Till an artifact leaves. I don't have that many artifacts. 2 artifacts. Yeah, that's not happening. I guess I'll take this card. It could get pretty huge. Counters, twice the many counters are put on. Dock Worker. I'm just going to take the Siege Ship Agrarian. Card is messed up. I wish I had some ways to tap my creatures. Like, I'll attack, but... I guess this fits the bill. It's a bit heavy top end, but I do like one. Booyah! Late Halia here. We only have one more new card. Let's see what we find. I wouldn't mind another combat trick. Cut the Starfighter pilot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. Maybe we do want a 7th one. Dawnstrike. That's a pretty good last card to get. 1 mana 2/2. Weft Blade did wheel, perfect. Okay, we have some cuts to make. We will see what we shall see, though. We didn't find great ways to use our tokens. Torpedo. Not a great card. Let's see. So we're gonna just start cutting the bad cards first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I run it like this. Maybe I keep all the extra land, even though I have this honor to smooth things a little bit. And I cut... I kind of like the Exosuit Savior, honestly. I got Starfighter Pilot. Yeah, this seems okay. Cool. Let's see how this does in the games. I'll see you there. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel and my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos and you'd like to help me make more stuff in the future to make draft more accessible, then Patreon is the way to do so. You also gain access to cool bonus content like my card by card tier list and format thoughts document. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons at the credits level. They make a huge difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. This hand would be amazing if it had a forest. Unfortunately, I can't keep it. This hand, better, still not great. I think we ditched the savior. Obviously, I'd enjoy having the savior, but... Wow, that's so bad for me. Oh my gosh. Blue-green trying to make the trades. Sure. Sure, we'll trade 2-2 for 2-1. Hold back a 3-3, stops 4 damage. Sure. We're just cracking their lander, sure. Getting black mana, okay. We're attacking before we play our land, so they don't know if we're going to play Night Luminary post-combat. Probably our ideal play. Because the 1-1 blocks the Navigator super well. Our mulligan hasn't punished us that much so far. Because we've been able to use all of our mana. Sure. Definitely just going for max damage here. They can block the 3-2. They take 6. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack with the 3-2. Sure. Wow. So I sacrifice a 1-1, but I draw a card and make a 2-2. That's pretty reasonable. Oh, that's brutal. They even get the lander. That is tough. Just make all of my creatures as big as possible. We're close to Halia plus Biosynthetic Burst. Mechanizoa, sure. I'm going to play this and crack my lander this turn. And then next turn I can attack with everything and use Biosynthetic Burst. That's a bummer. They only have one card. If they attack with everything... So let's go get another forest here. Put the counter on Weft Blade. No, let's put the counter on Halia. It's not looking great for me because I assume they have some really good late game stuff. Them being able to kill my thing was really annoying. But I at least drew a card and made a robot out of it first. That's not good. Hmm. Nine, 13. Let's just do this so we can save 5 damage. I'll have plenty of blockers after this. So we'll make this guy into a 4/5, and we'll make this guy into a 3/3. That was such a clutch top deck of the Banishing Light. We needed it. Okay, 4/3. Mechanizoa, sure. So they have 4 blockers, and I have 4 attackers. I can make this guy a 5/6. This guy a 4/4. Just make my guys a little bit bigger. So I can make 2 lethal attackers for next turn. No, they're going to tap my guy again, obviously. Okay. Okay. I'm running out of tricks. That's a great one, though. Sure, we'll play the land out just in case they have some sort of discard spell. Next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3 lethal attackers that they have to chump block. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 other attackers. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's unfortunate. It's a good time for them to draw that. Okay. So I put a counter onto the Weft Blade Enhancer. I attack with everything I have. Let's just do that first. Oh. So if I attack with everything, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. The 3/3s are dying for sure. 4/5's dying as well. Because 4/5 gets eaten. Maybe I should have put the counter on this guy. I shuffled my deck from something? Oh yeah, I used a lander, so my flyer's not on the bottom. Tractor beam, that's not good. My guy's out of commission. And they have a really good value play. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so tricky. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 6. So this will put me up to 7. Next turn I can attack all out, I think. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 2 get through. Gosh, now 2 getting through isn't enough. Card for card we go. There's a card. Non-creature, non-land, permanent card. They're all creatures and yeah. We're suiciding in the dock worker drone to put a counter on the reclaimer so they only have 1 draw step to find an answer. I think that's a correct line. I think it's a complex line, but I think it's correct. Okay, 1 draw for them. Or maybe they were sitting on an answer this whole time. Imago. Well, they have a chump blocker now. Okay. One more draw for them. Good game. Boom, we got it done. I'm surprised they didn't do some attacking, because I guess I could chump block. But like they could, if they deal damage with a guy, they draw a card, and if they lose a life, they draw. If I kill the guy, they draw a card. So they could have maybe done some attacking to try and loot into an answer. I'm not complaining, obviously, but that was a heck of a performance for the deck, winning that kind of late game. I wish I had more combat tricks to help enable attacks. I wish I had a spacecraft or something to help win those late games as well. This thing would have maybe been okay. This card would have been good removal. We drew removal on a key turn there. Radiant Strike was solid. Would have been solid. Let's add in the kill ship, maybe. Give ourselves a little bit of an extra late game. We don't really have a ton of removal spells in the deck. Maybe we should add more. Because we have options. We've got options. We're flexible. Okay, this is a great hand. The Dock Worker Drone plus Honor plus Biosynthetic Burst is a formidable card. And if it moves the counters over the Crasher, that's even better. Beam Saw, sure. Let's just do this. We can make this guy much bigger in the future. I was hoping this was their line. That was really good for me. They don't have a land either. Patience is rewarded. Hole Carver, sure. So this will block here. We will remove the 2 counters. I know that this isn't the best trade, but when you're on the front foot, you want to attack when you can. And putting them to 6 here is pretty good. Boom, got the win. Got the win. Nicely done. We rank up. We're cruising. I think for now we can keep the deck as is. Maybe we could cut 1 2-drop for another removal spell. Maybe the one that gives them a lander. But for now, we're doing pretty well. We drew the Pinnacle Kill Ship. It had replaced... I don't remember what it was replacing, but I like that card a lot. It's just been very impressive for me. It kills something, and then it's like a must-answer threat almost every time. Just a great little spacecraft. It doesn't, unfortunately... I think I would have played Wormwall Sweeper in this deck, because it's a way to tap my guys for the 1 late-game dude, and it's also a really good card to get back with the Astral Rare that we have. But no use crying over cards we don't have. Atmospheric Greenhouse is another one we could have taken. I think we took Banishing Light over it, and I think Banishing Light kind of saved us that last game, the first game, so I'm not mad about that decision either. Okay, easy keep. If we can exile like a token with this, we can bounce it back with the Savior. Let's play this patiently. We can just play Savior. We can play this on turn 4. Yep. So far, okay. They can definitely attack. Yeah, we're not blocking. We don't want to trade our flyer because of this exact card. We can play a 3/4 next turn. Then immediately remove some counters to make a 2/2 and draw a card. Galactic Wayfarer is awesome. The Penguin's going to get bigger. I think we can go this. I was tempted to remove the counter from the flyer, but the flyer is going to deal an extra 3 next turn. Okay, they're sacking that so they can Plasma Bolt my guy. Yeah, they're definitely Plasma Bolting my 2/3. Why wouldn't they? I'm shocked if they don't attack with everything here. Easy block. We're at 6. Let's just be aggro here. It's the most efficient use of our mana. Sure. Sure. This works out literally perfectly. Just how we drew it up. Sure. I think this is better. If we can threaten the double block on Halia. And block the Zookeeper Mechan. And if I draw a land, then Weft Blade Enhancer makes this a lethal threat. And if they use the Mechan, then we can just chump block something and... Okay. Plasma Vulture. Well, we have to jump, so now we just hope to draw a land. Land for the win. No land, but that's a fine alternative. Because we can chump block and still have an extra attacker for lethal. Obviously, it would have been nice to just draw a land and win. Oh my gosh, am I going to lose Titanic somehow? Nope, got the win. Nicely done. All right, little deck that could. Just enough removal, just enough value. The removal spell that gives him a lander would have been real bad to have there. I think that card's only something you want like out of the sideboard in a pinch a lot of the time. I'd rather play like the punch spell, because we do have some warp cards. 3 wins, no losses, just how we drew it up. We got some powerful rares, some powerful uncommons. I think the flyer is really nice with some of our synergies. Beautiful. This is a good hand. Pinnacle Killship was unplayable that last game, so worth noting. Hole Carver, sure. Play the drone. The Dawnstrike Vanguard makes and the Pinnacle Killship are a really good combo. I don't think you want Dawnstrike if you have literally no ways to make it work. Weft Blade's been pretty good. Sure. No need to make this trade. Divert Disaster, eh? Sure, Alfariel's really solid. Nice little value card. Wow, they get rid of 2 lands, so that means they have plenty of lands to play. Or just no artifacts. Keep the pressure up, little Exosuit Savior. You can do it. Sure. I suspect the Dawnstrike Vanguard is going to die. Ideally, I'd be able to set this up so I can get a trigger out of it. I think we're just cruising. They'll probably kill it on their turn. Or sack Cryogen Relic and then kill it. Plenty of kill spells do it. Okay, that screams board wipe to me. Let's save a point of damage. And then this will force them to use the board wipe anyway. They're going to mill me for half my cards. Oh no, I should put the count on the Dawnstrike to play around 0-point verdict. Yeah, I figured it was this board wipe. I have plenty of cards to win the game with. That would have been so good to have in hand when I knew they had the board wipe. They're not that far ahead. They have this thing, so I have an extra resource from that. Oh, now they have infinite cards. That's unfortunate. This card's really solid. I like it a lot. Oh my gosh. So now they're way ahead. They're 4 cards up. So we have the same number of lands in play. Okay, they have 1 more land now. They have 5 cards in hand. We have 2. We're going to draw 1 on a turn, and we have 1 in play. So they're actually up only like 1 card. Oh my gosh. Codecracker Hound. You're kidding me. Yeah, they've got me in the bag here. They've got this one. They've got this win locked up. Okay, we will be patient. There is some argument that we're so reliant on winning with the kill ship that we should have just untapped the Ice Cave Crasher, used it to crew up the kill ship it gotten in our first attack. Trample plus Death Touch is a really good combo because it just only has to deal 1 damage to each blocker. Not super relevant against their 1 toughness guys, but if they played like a 4/4 here, it would be a relevant synergy to be aware of. I live in fear of a virus beetle. What did they mill? They milled a Banishing Light, but they didn't mill my 5-drop guy, so I can actually get back a spell with my Big Angel if I draw it, which would be huge. Milled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8 lands. So 8, 15. So I only have 2 lands left in here. That's pretty good. Oh, they didn't take the Virus Beetle. Wow, they must have had something way better. I lived in fear of the Virus Beetle. Sure, this is actually really good for me. Now my Blooming Stinger is the right size, and my Ice Cave Crasher can't be blocked by stuff. And I have a free little crew on this Pinnacle Kill Ship. They took something instead of the Virus Beetle. It's probably the Exile removal spell, which is unfortunate for me. Because this is forced, pretty much. The fact that Grav kill exiles is real bad for me at the moment. Attack for 12. They might not have Grav kills. Grav kills are hard to come by sometimes. Sure. I think that is better than an average draw in my deck. Wow, they just take the damage. Sure. Rough. That's super rough. I could have saved my guy from the depressurized. That is true. If they just had like a more typical kill spell. Okay. They have drawn a lot of lands. If I draw a land, this is a lethal attacker next turn. Honestly, wouldn't be a terrible time to draw a land. My Angel would be a fantastic draw too. Get back Banishing Light. 1 in 10 odds of an Angel, 2 in 10 odds of a land, several other irrelevant spells. They're in a bit of a bind. Their best bet might just be to like assume I'm not going to draw a land and then just go aggro. Like crew attack. Or crew. I have a lot of good draws in the deck. They're probably in slight disbelief that they could lose this game. My deck just has good cards in it. They were in a really commanding position. Not taking the Virus Beetle was kind of wild. They probably took something really good, though, like the Dirge Craft to set up. Wow, they didn't crew up, so they're going to live. How do they win this game, though? I have 2 giant creatures, one of which has trample. I mean, obviously, I'd rather have one now. So I drew my land at the best possible time because it forced a chump block that way. Oh my gosh, do they have a way to get the Pinnacle Kill Ship online now? They do. Pinnacle's online, and they have a chump blocker. So if I draw a land, I win again. If I draw Angel, I win. Knight Captain. So if I attack both, they go block. That's terrible for me. Okay, we have one more draw step to find our Angel. I think they got the win. Much as I hate to say it, I think they won. That was the key turn. The Nanoform Sentinel. That silly little card is going to be the death of me because it basically gives their Pinnacle Kill Ship vigilance. So in my deck, I have 1 Banishing Light, 1 Angel, so those 2 cards would win me the game. I have random 2 drop 2/1 2/2 guy that would be useless. My Death Touch is gone. Bum. If I draw a land, I think I'm still in it too, because the Pinnacle Killship would have to block the Ice Cave Crasher. Okay. Okay, we're still in it. Big draw. Yes! Definitely attacking with everything here. What a key draw. They get a robot. It's another chump blocker. I have another Weft Blade guy, right? Somewhere in the deck. So now that's a win. No, the Weft Blade's gone. Both Weft Blades are out. Oh, I have 2 copies of my uncommon. It's funny because I know every card in my deck. I have 1 land left. This is 8, 16, 8 lands in the graveyard. I have 1 land left, 2 copies of my Hylia, 1 Angel, my 2/2 guy. Hylia would also win me the game here. I have 5 win cons. Yes, there's Hylia. What's my last couple cards? Do I have another second copy of this 1/1 guy? Or did I mill one of those? I did not. So I do have a second one of these guys in the deck. I think this is probably good enough. But knowing my entire deck, yeah, let's just keep this on top. They leave it on top too, that's a bummer. Mouth of the Storm. Just wait 1 second. Being at 7 instead of... We could still lose this. Alfariel. Oh my gosh. They're also almost out of cards in their deck. Oh my gosh. Could I just draw my Angel and win? Oh no, they got rid of a spell. That's not a good sign. Oh no, did they beat me? Yep. Wow. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep the Weft Blade Enhancer. What a crazy game that was. I mean, one of my draws was Angel, which wins me the game by killing Mouth of the Storm. I had another couple of 1/1s that would have been useless. I had 1/1s, the 2/2, the land. So that's 3 useless draws. This guy's at least a lethal threat. I mean, the 2/2s and the 1/1s would have been lethal as well. So maybe I put that guy on the bottom because drawing the Angel is what I really need. Oh, that's so brutal. Oh my gosh. I thought we had him, and then they just got it from us anyway. Because we had Astrali Reclaimer. We had Siege Ship Agrarian. That was the card I was forgetting. We had Siege Ship Agrarian. We had Angel. Oh no, we cut this 2/2. Oh my gosh. Was one of... No, we also cut the 4 mana kill spell. We had Edge Rover in the deck still, I think. No. We had 1 land, 1 Hylia, 1 Astral Reclaimer. We had 1 Honored Captain. And then Siege Ship Agrarian and land or something. And Edge Rover maybe. So maybe I was supposed to put this on the bottom because I really needed to draw the angel. Crazy game that one was. I thought we had him there. Oh, I thought we had him. That was so brutal. The Mouth of the Storm was the perfect card to draw there. Blanked my attack, giant flyer, and then they had the Archmage's Charm. Ugh. Alfariel, super good too, right after. Okay. I've been liking the Pinnacle Killship. It is a bit expensive, I will admit. You're late, Edge Rover. Yeah, I'll still play the Captain. Nice. This is why if I draw Weft Blade, it's better. That's also makes it better. We're jamming. Do they have the 2-mana kill an artifact spell? Close encounter. This is an instant? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I did not know that was an instant. How is that possible that I've played so much of the format and didn't know this was an instant? Oh my gosh. That's wild to me. How was that an instant and I didn't even know? Sure, the worm. Bounce a forest. Replay forest. Attack. Burst. That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And now we have a flyer to go with the Halia. Pinnacle Killship. Okay, that's really frustrating. You hate to see that. Come on, land me. Beautiful. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, that's a great draw. Gosh darn it, we keep getting obliterated by Mouth of the Storm. Oh my gosh, Pinnacle Killship. I wanted a Pinnacle Killship to kill their guy. Okay. They have 13, 17 power in the sky. So if they just hit me with one of their flyers, I guess I have a jump blocker and another flyer, so we're fine. Three, four, five, six attackers. That's a brutal one. Come on, land. That's a real bad one for me to see as well. Really? Okay. Let's just assume they don't have an answer. But we'll keep our chump blocker up regardless. Worm. That is a good answer for sure. Okay, okay. Interesting. So this is lethal. We can put a counter onto our savior. Put a counter on Death Touch. Death Touch is trading with this guy, maybe. We're definitely warping because we need both the counters, I think. Put a counter on our flyer. Put a counter on our... Keeping our 1/1 small is useful. Putting a counter on tramples could be good. Because then it's also lethal potentially in the future. Them gaining 2 life there is pretty bad for me. So I play this. Put counter here, put counter here. Play land. Combat. I'm just going to assume they have nothing. I definitely attack here and here because they have to double block this to kill it, and then they go to 2. Definitely attacking with this guy. Definitely attacking Death Touch. And then I probably should attack with this 2/2 as well. Like, what are they going to block it with? Like, they're going to go... I guess I need to account for the fact that they can just, like, chump this, eat this. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have attacked with this 2/2 as well. Yeah. That was cowardly of me. Because if I attack with the 2/2, they're going to have to block completely differently. I just gave him an extra draw step for no reason. Cryo Shatter is annoying. Okay, okay. Boom. That turn before was really interesting because if I attack with everything, they don't get to double block. They Cryo Shatter my 7/7 on their turn. It's still a 2/2. But they would have a flyer to block it with. So it would have worked out very similarly, but I would have not had this guy because they would have eaten it with their 6/6. So they would have had 6/6. This would have chump blocked my 7/7, and then this thing would have gotten chump blocked. They would have had the double, or would have traded with. I'm going to watch that back later. It was a very interesting attack, whether attack with this or not. Wow. Our deck has been coming through in the clutch when we've needed it. Super clutch draws. I think we've been playing well. And like we lost that super close game, but honestly, it's been super fun to play. It's been super fun. I've been really liking it. I think that this is a really good strategy when white is underdrafted, which it currently is, by a pretty wide margin, I think. I think players just avoid it, which is just how it goes sometimes with colors. It wasn't even that open this draft, but the 2 Banishing Lights help. Maybe we should put in the close encounters. Knowing that it's an instant makes a huge difference for me. And I have a few things to go into Warp Zone. I feel like I've had enough removal. I really just want to focus on the threats in this deck. The Weft Blade guys have been so good, though. Those guys have been awesome. I have not gotten to play with them that much, but they seemed like they'd be good, and they have certainly performed. Okay, new round. It's really nice to get experience with all the cards, especially before the arena open. We need 2 planes. But we have our best cards. Ugh. We don't need it till turn 5. I'm going to mulligan this. This is a much better hand because we can actually cast stuff. Maybe it's not much better, but being able to cast all of the spells we might draw is pretty good. I will decline. Let's just go for it. We're already super far behind. They have the Bombard. We will concede. Okay, we saved ourselves some time there. If they didn't have that, we were going to be fine. We drew 2 lands. We were in bad shape there. We don't really have huge catch-up mechanics in our deck. Okay, we were already on a mulligan as well. When you're on a mulligan, you have to take more risks. The only card that punishes me there is Bombard, or as we recently learned, the instant speed close encounter card. And yeah, those are the 2 cards that really mess me up in that spot. Or diplomatic relations, that's also an instant. So, but if we don't have one of those cards at the ready, we get a little bit of a victory. Not even a huge one, just a minor one. Okay, we'll keep this. Looking for any other cheap creature. Drone into this thing is okay, but we would rather have another... My gosh, another creature to put counters on. So we'll take 1 creature if we have to, rather than wasting our mana. That is a great one. I mean, any creature would have done there. Sometimes giving them a lander is not what you want. Oh, Halia would be such a good draw. Okay, dock worker drone down. Wish we'd drawn another creature. I guess you live by the Weft Blade, die by the Weft Blade, as we know. Or just live by drawing infinite lands, die by drawing infinite lands, as the saying goes. The sigh. The sigh has entered the battlefield. Does despair resolve? It's really hard to win these games. My deck is not designed to win games where I draw 7 lands, 4 spells, or whatever it is. Come on, creature. Nope. You'll love to see it. Sure. Let's go. I'm ready for them to have the Biosynthetic Burst. Feels like that sort of game. Gosh. We have to play land, because if we draw Halia, we want to be able to play Halia plus Banishing Light. Though Halia's double white, and we've drawn all forests, so it's pretty much the worst possible scenario for that. Diplomatic, yep, sure. This has gone about as well as I could have expected. Honestly, played really sweet games before this, though, so at least we got to play the good games before we got obliterated by fortune. Let's just take out their Fungal Colossus. Of course, I drew my 1/6 drop that I can't play. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I've just been getting hit by like only card that wrecks me there. Oh my gosh. If I draw another land, I'm just going to surrender. I probably should surrender anyway. I have to chump block next turn. Yeah. Not changing audio settings. Don't worry. I am surrendering. They just use Zookeeper Mech and pump this guy up. I have to chump block. I lose. Well, that sucked. I mean, I just drew all lands that game. If I'd been able to get a board state going, of course I didn't have Fun Arena. Why would you ask me that? If I'd been able to get a board state going, these cards could have actually done something. But I drew 6 spells and yeah, it did not work out. And they had the way to kill my Banishing Light, which just sucks. Oh well. We played some hard-fought battles. We lost that one epic game, and then we lost like 2 games that were kind of non-games. So we won all the other ones. Anyway, sorry to have that pessimistic ending. I mean, Close Encounter being an instant would have been good to know about. This thing's pretty potentially solid. Some extra interaction helps in those games where you just can't get anything going. But, I mean, reasonable deck, 17 lands, some good cards like Diadrine, Halias. The Pinnacle Killships were leading to some interesting game. I think Dawnstrike Vanguard's one I could have cut. I think this would have been better served as like a Radiant Strike. This card is not good in my deck when I can't get my creatures tapped. It's like very win more, and I think that I could have been better served by something else. But that is going to do it for this one. If you made it to the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag counters to let me know you made it to the end, because this was a pretty dream version of the counters deck. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.